only guys that don't have money call other men simps, because other men actually are straight and like women and like to please women and cater to women. They feel like if you like women and if you cater to women that you're a simp, but really those guys are just gay.
So the DL Whisper said the men that they call simps are usually the straight men. And that is so true. See, straight men that truly love women, they're the ones showing up, being present, not afraid to say, I cherish her, I want to be with her, I want to see her win, I want to spoil her, I want to protect her, and love her loud. That's not weak, that's strength. And you have some men, especially the ones on the down low. I'm not doing for a bitch. I'm not doing all of that. That's simping. That's y'all doing too much for women. If you're not doing it for women, son, who are you doing it for? Another man? Because it doesn't make sense. Why are y'all so bothered by actually doing the role of a man for a woman? These men will listen to you talk, notice when your energy is off, rub your back, send you flowers, cook for you. Don't need to be begged to act right. And most importantly, they genuinely like women. They're not simps.
Yo, there are really men out here who acts cannot pull up, and then they pull up empty-handed. What sense does that make? You didn't get her nothing to eat. You ain't get her no flowers. You just pulling up with honey pack and some backwoods. Like, dog, come on now. Like, we gotta do better, bro.
It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's room. And bruh, we living in strange times, man. Where if a man has self-respect, cares for himself, and don't allow women to play him, he's DL. That's what they're saying now. If a man values himself, respects himself, and not let the woman run over him and be a simp, you are somehow DL. I don't know how that happens. I don't know how 2 + 2 = 57. I don't know how that happens. But for some of these people that's doing this type of math, that's what it's equaling, bro. And it's just crazy to hear this shit. Like, I always say this, right? Men, we get called out for having big egos. And sometimes we do have big egos, right? But our egos is nothing compared to a woman's ego, bro. Because a woman can't be wrong. So her ego is in outer space, you feel me? A man is way more grounded in reality than a woman, right? So, if a man isn't jumping through hoops, if a man isn't losing his mind, if a man isn't giving all of his bread up, something is telling her that it's not her, it's him. And something must be wrong with him. They never look inward. It's always somebody else. You know what I'm saying? To say that a man, because he isn't kissing your ass all the time, or he isn't doing everything that you expect, he must be into guys some way. That's an ego thing. That's somebody who can't accept reality. That not every man is finna give up your every request. It's not gonna happen. Not every man is going for that shit. Some of it's not going, bro. Some of us is not going, bro. It's like, like the dude said, you going out on a date with a girl and you gotta bring all this shit. What am I doing all that for? I'm warming up. Now, I do believe in being a gentleman and, you know what I'm saying, catering to a woman. I do believe in that. I do believe there's a time and a place for that. But if I just met you, oh no, the stakes is very low, baby. The stakes is very low. I don't agree with when dudes go right out the bout, go straight out the gates and just spin it. I always think that's foolish. I done seen dudes do that before, and that shit always end wrong. Them dudes always become bitter. They become angry because you leading with your pocket. Like, baby, I got this. I can spend that. I can go get you that. And she ain't really fucking with you like that. But now you $3,000 in the hole trying to get with this woman. And she ain't give you nothing. She has no real attraction to you. And you just keep spending. You simping, bro. And this shit need to be called out. Niggas really be trying to help niggas. But niggas be feel like I got a little paper. Or I'm trying to make this woman love me, bro. If she fucks with you, she fucks with you, bro. If she fucks with you, she fucks with you, bro. All that spinning, you gotta do all that type of shit. Nah, dog. I don't agree with it. And I don't agree with this shaming method a lot of women are doing, calling men DL or calling men because you ain't get your goddamn way. That's silly shit, man. That's silly as hell, man. But that's the times that we living in, bro. It's like, it's always, when men start to think for themselves, everybody has a problem with it, especially black men. When black men start to think for themselves, people really have a problem with that shit. People really have a problem with that shit when a black man can see through the bullshit, you feel me? And I'm not against catering to your woman. I'm not saying that at all. I'm against doing that shit day one. I'm against having no boundaries. I'm against kissing ass. I'm against not having a goddamn ball sack. I'm against not being able to speak up. I'm against all that shit. I'm against all of it. You feel me? But catering to your woman, make her feel special, ain't nothing wrong with that. But that's not what they after. That's not what they talking about. They're not talking about that shit. They talking about having a bitch, a simp. That's what they talking about. They talking about a guy that's gonna be a straight up bitch. Somebody they can run over. And the thing about a guy they can run over, they don't respect them. They don't. It don't be a love thing. It don't be a love thing. You feel me? That's why women in their 20s, they can't handle that type of shit. Some women can't handle it ever. But a guy that a woman can just run over all the time, he's not gonna fare well with younger women, because you acting too much like a bitch, and at that point you need to be aggressive. You feel me? Women that's kind of out of their prime, they like that shit because, ooh, I can still take advantage of him even though I don't fuck with him. You feel me? She get the, reap the benefits of your hard work and your labor. You feel me? But man, it's really a crazy one going on out here, and it's crazy who these women are taking advice from. This woman was talking about some guy that supposedly outs guys for being DL or whatever like that, right? That's who she's taking advice from. That's who she's getting counsel from. This is the crazy shit. This is the manipulative shit that women do. They get so goddamn manipulative. And then what she said, men, simps genuinely like women. Boy, the manipulation games be out of this world, bro. Women really like simps. Simps really love women. Simps are always on their damn best behavior when it comes to women. If she say she having a bad day, we having a bad day. If she say I'm happy, we happy. Whatever she say, that's what we on, bro. It's like a slave and a slave master. You feel me? He's just her little puppy. He's an accessory to her, and she don't respect him. That's the biggest problem I have with simps. I don't give a fuck about you treating your woman the way you do it. But that shit, I don't like the look of that shit because it's a huge lack of respect. And every time I see it, I be like, yeah, I can't fuck with niggas that simp over girls, bro, because it's such a bad look, bro. It's not play at all, bro. It's not play at all. It's a lack of respect for yourself, and that person that you're dealing with is gonna have a lack of respect for you. And most women don't even like simps, dog. That's the crazy part. Most women don't like simps. You feel me? Most women don't like simps. Most women ain't going for that shit because they know it's fake. They know it's not real. You feel me? That's the crazy part about it. Yeah, you gonna spend something, but that's why a lot of simps end up getting cheated on. She be getting knocked down by some nigga that ain't giving a fuck about none of that shit. Why? Because she can run over this nigga. She can cheat on him 3-4 times, and he still gonna take her back. He gonna think to himself, what did I do wrong? You ain't do shit wrong. She tripping. You feel me? So nah, bro. I'm against what Buddy was saying. I'm against what Buddy was saying. Just throwing yourself out there when you first meet a woman, emptying your pockets. I believe that type of shit is reserved for women that you have been with for a while, and she's earned that. And them other two chicks that's just trying to say any man is DL because they don't kiss ass and be a simp, shit sound crazy as hell, man. But fellas, that's what we dealing with in 2025. Y'all just gotta keep it real. These bitches done lost their tops. It's a wild one out here. It's your man Delvin. Delvin's room to the next one.